Hello, this is David Wales for my final submission report. I do believe I finished everything. I have my code up on this right screen, and then my other screen I have my PDF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the PDF and just, try to point out everything I can while we play through it. Also, just a note, hopefully before you play my game, you hear this, is for some reason the audio did not sound like it hurt my ears whenever I tried like lowering the volume via code. So I had originally put it down to like 0.1 or 0.2, and this is even in the example projects. When it plays, it's like it pops, and it hurt my ears. So I just set it to 1, and then I changed the system volume down. So yeah, so hopefully you hear that and your ears don't explode if it's too loud on your side. Okay, so here we go. So here's the splash screen. So it opens up. This is in the 1978 video, I think. It was in the resources. Yeah, goes and types out that, goes to this screen, and then it goes to tractor mode. There's volume. I muted it so that you could hear me better, but I'll unmute it right now so you can hear some of it. You can hear the shooting there from the ship. When it hits an alien, it makes the dinging noise. You can also tell that the collisions... Oh, here's the UFO. Here's the high pitch. And then when it dies, it plays the low pitch, but you'll see that when I play it myself. And then it goes to this screen, which is the upside down Y, of course. It's very similar to the first screen, but then all of a sudden this guy comes out, grabs the Y, takes it off, flips it, and then brings it back. And then he goes off. And then the game continues on. It goes to that second screen, and then it goes back to attractor mode. I have no control over the shooting of the missile or anything. So yeah, this is purely attractor mode. You can also tell collisions-wise, missile shield's working. Of course, missile alien is working. I'm gonna mute it for now because you heard most of the sounds there. The theme was also playing, of course. So yeah, we're gonna go into 2-player first, I think. So this goes back to the screen. It starts over. It's just a big loop. You can also see high score there. So okay, I'm gonna press 2. So you go to 2-player mode. Okay, I'm gonna mute sound. Okay. So first you can see that there's the shield, or the human, or well, rather the ship health down here with the 3, you have 3 lives, and there's 2 ships. It's the one that you're playing into 3rd. Aliens are marching a little bit at a time. I'm gonna unmute to show the UFO sound. If I can hit them next time. Okay, so I died there. So it goes next, play player 2. You can also see the player 1 score got incremented. Now player 2 score is incremented. Bottom row, or bottom 2 rows are each 10 points. Crabs, 20. Whatever you want to call them. Top row, 30. Okay, and then UFOs are random. Oh, here we go. This is the moment. Boom, 50. And you hear the sound there. I'm gonna see if I can get you to hear the human, or the player dying sound. Obviously collisions. Shields are working, and alien shields. Bomb with the bottom wall. Human, or player dying there via missile, or bomb. There was the sound, and then it goes back to player 1. Oh, we got a UFO. Hit him, got 50. You can see scores continue to increment. Nope, this guy died. Now it goes back to player 2. Player 2 You can also tell the aliens are getting a little bit faster every time. Sure, I could probably play around with the bomb chance to drop. Okay, let's see if I can get a different score this time with this guy. 100. Yay. Okay. Okay, so round's over, and then, boom, next round. They're moving back at their, not original speed, it's a little bit faster than their original speed, so eventually they go really fast. So each level is progressively harder. Here's the collisions. I can turn off the sounds. Here are the collisions boxes, obviously. So red is the alien grid. The red is basically the grid for everything in this, or the biggest bounding box. So that's the UFO one up there. It just disappeared because there's not on screen. So it's just said it's less spot. Nothing actually gets triggered though, obviously. Oh, so player 1 died. Game over. Goes player 2. Okay. Now it's player 2's last life. So you can see down here. Oh, he died. Game over. Goes to this screen. And scores get reset. It wasn't high score, so high score doesn't get reset. And in the screen, the little guy goes and shoots the sea. And then it goes back to the splash screen. I'm gonna change the high score real quick so that you can see that it does indeed get increased as we get more points. So the way I did high score was in my resources. I have a .txt file that when the game is done running, it takes the high score of that session and saves it, and when the game starts, it grabs this number. And then whenever a score is incremented, it checks if it's greater than a high score, and then if it is, it replaces it. So let's just put this something small, 50. Okay. There we go. So now we'll start again. You see high score is 50. Splash screen, of course. And when I press 1, it goes to one player mode. Player 1. Yeah, as I was saying, so like this, the red down here is the shield route box, the alien grid route. Oh, I got hit. You can see the high score I got incremented there. It's getting incremented at every points I get because I've hit a new high score. 100. You can see grid just got smaller when I destroyed that column. I can then shoot through the shield if I break all the blocks. Let's see if I can get to the next level. And of course, I die. Okay. Let's see if I'm good. The little green boxes are the individual ones. Goes this screen. Scores get reset. High score stays there. I can press 1 again and start. Of course, they shoot me right away. Not very reactive. I'm not very good at this game, of course. Oh, there's the missile and bomb collision. Missile with the top works. Bomb, I'm sure you've seen it a million times. I haven't pointed it out. It works on the bottom. Of course, UFO. I can also only move this far. It's just the wall. I can only go until my ship collides with that wall. Same thing with the left. You can see the aliens are destroying the shields as they cross them, like in the real game. And now let's see if I cannot die via missiles. No, there we go, of course. When the grid reaches the bottom, it's game over. Yeah, the ship can no longer shoot the bottom one, so game over. You lose all your lives, and it goes there. And in 2-player mode, it just you lose all the lives for the current player, and then it goes to the next player if they still have lives, and it's their turn over and over again until they're done. My score is now 1290. If I hit X, I go to this 1290. There we go. Okay. So if I go into the game again, you can only shoot one missile at a time. The state machine. 5x11 grid. 2, and then 1 for alien types. When I shoot an alien, or when the missile gets destroyed at all anywhere, it does this little explosion. When a bomb gets destroyed anywhere, it does its little explosion. The animations of these aliens are synced up with their movement. It's progressively faster. I showed that at the beginning. It's kind of hard to see at the levels I can get to. But it's just a inverse square root, basically. Or inverse square, so square root. So that's how it gets a little faster every time. And each level gets progressively faster. Each level is 90% faster, or 10% faster. And eventually it gets faster, faster and faster, and it gets really, really fast, and you basically have no chance of living. So there's all that. And look through this and see what I have. The UFOs were obviously randomly spawning. Oh, missile types, or bomb types. There's squiggly, there's zigzag, straight. There's a little, I think that was the T, and I also have the random like tree looking one, or whatever the other thing, the other bomb was that we didn't really know about. UFOs spawn at random times, I think I just said that. If you don't shoot them, you just go to the end, and once they are off screen, they die, no points added, no sound effects or anything. The bombs are random. It picks. No column can have more than one bomb at a time. I already had that in, I think, by the time we had figured out it wasn't that way, and it didn't really seem like a big game changer to me. But yeah, that was the tree one that fell. I think I've gone over everything that's on here. Let me just go through. So there's the select screen. That would be not this one, but this is the splash screen. And then it goes to this select screen, and then it goes to the game over screen is the insert coins one. And then that goes back to the splash screen, which goes to the game select, and so on and so forth. Gameplay. I think we've done 2 levels without crashing at this point, even though I'm not good at them and can't get far. Each level progressively harder and faster. At the beginning of this video, I did get to level 2, and it should be somewhat noticeably faster. It is only 10% faster, so it's probably hard to tell until you get further ahead. Toggling bounding boxes on and on. I can actually do it on this screen because these guys are splat images, or static images. Follows the guys. These aren't actually have any collisions with them. I don't think they just are game objects, so they automatically have the collision. 2-player. I showed you they take turns. Each game assets are unique, so when I died as 1 player and then swapped, the alien grid was not necessarily in the same place. Neither were the shield condition or the health or even the ship. None of that was in the same spots. Once both players have completely run out of lives, the game's over. It goes to the game over screen, and then from there the player can choose to play again or quit. Um, high score, I showed you more specifically how high score works and all that in this. Obviously that works. Different points for aliens, UFOs. I don't think we saw 150 for UFO, but we did see a 50 and a 100, so obviously they're just different point values for them. Player movement, I showed you. You can only go to the sides, the walls. Number of lives, bottom left. 2 in this case. This ship down here and that ship. Launch 1 missile at a time. You can see even in this, there's only 1 missile being launched at a time, and this is literally just a random number generator that if it's lower than a certain value, it tries shooting. And, probably 60% of the time, it's just going to the empty function for shoot missile because the missile's already fired. It was done with just a state machine, like we had talked about in class. Missile of a shield, you saw me degrading it there. Missile of an alien, obviously works. Missile at the top of the screen, works. UFO, works. Alien bomb, I think there was one circumstance where I saw that. I can barely hit the aliens, there's no chance I could. Oh, right there. It just worked. Yeah, so that works. Alien grid versus walls. And obviously moving down. Boom. So that works. Player icon, left, right. It's that. You can't move any further than the wall. Alien bomb versus player. You saw me die many a times. Alien bomb versus floor. And obviously that works. Alien bomb versus shield. That works as well. I actually, for the shield, with the missile and bomb collisions, I just, in order to make it so that, like we had talked about in class, if a missile or bomb is going so fast it skips through a block, in order to solve that, I just detected a collision with the column, and then if it was a bomb, I got the top brick. If it was a missile, I got the bottom, and that's the one that was destroyed. So that works. 5x11 grid, animation movement synced, progress will move faster. Music tempo and marching is faster as the alien numbers go down. That one was no more noticeable than the level differences. There's actually 4 types of bombs that are dropped in mine. Explosion splat when alien is struck by missile, and bomb. There's the bomb and or bomb splat and the missile splat are different. Killed alien adds points. That works. Different points for different alien types. You can see right here, and you saw during the game. UFO launches at different random intervals. It is random. You'd have to keep track of that to figure that one out, but it is random. Moves left or right. There was cases of both, I believe, in this. Plays unique sound. That was indeed a thing. Explosion sprite animation. That's on the missile. That's not even relating to the UFO, but it does indeed do. It does indeed do that splat. Different random points, yes. Missile bombs can hit each other, yes. Splat animations for missile bombs, yes. 4 different types. Only one column can each have 1 bomb. 4 shields. Collisions with missiles, bombs works. Multiple hits can create holes in shields. I showed you at one point that works. The noise, for the graphical noise, I had tried doing it. I'll probably try again for the second submission time. But like these little things, these little remnants of green, that was my attempt at doing it, and it didn't really work out too well. So I'll have to try again. But, or I'll make better images rather for the black boxes. But, it's somewhat there, I suppose. Audio of aliens marching. This is probably harder to hear because they're very, very slight differences. Yeah. So it is different. It is different. It cycles through different sounds. Missile firing sound, we heard that. That's the whoosh. The collision with missile hitting aliens is is in there. That's the laser sounding thing, which I think was originally called shoot in the audio files, but when I listened to the videos, it was actually flipped. That was the killing sound, and the death sound that we had was um, the missile firing. UFOs did that, and sounds can all play at whatever given time they want. There's no like cue for them. It just happens. And I think I went through everything on this. Everything works. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna end this because it's probably a pretty long video. Um, thank you, and it was awesome, awesome class, and I'll see you in multiplayer.